I'm gonna do this right now. Okay. I'm going to call to order a meeting, the Board of Trustees of the Village of Riverwoods. This is an emergency meeting. May Present.
Aye, or here.
It's full.
Here.
Terrific. Our order of business and the purpose of this meeting is an approval of the purchase of a police car, and I believe you've got a memo in the abbreviated packet regarding the circumstances, but I would ask Chief to please lead us through.
Yes, so we had a 2023 Ford Explorer that was rear-ended by a DUI driver on August 24th while the officer was out of the car. Our body shop gave us an estimate, and we turned it over to the insurance company, and they approved the repairs. We had to wait for parts. Parts came in Friday, or we brought the car in Thursday, I think, and when the parts came in, and then on Friday, we got a call from the insurance company saying that they were totaling the car based on the new report from the body shop. Apparently, the frame was bent or cracked, which wasn't visible until they went in to make the repairs. So we needed to scramble, and we started looking immediately for available vehicles. There are a few vehicles that we think we can get that are on lots that would be in black, which is the color that we're using now. And at the state, and they'll either a place that offers the state bid or a place that'll match the state bid. So we're still reviewing our options. But the most expensive option, I was giving a high number just for a not to exceed, would be $54,000 for the car. And $28,050 would be covered by the insurance. That's what they're giving us for our car, our old car. And then the cost to equip the vehicle, the most would be $25,000, but we expect it to be less because if we get a similar type car, we should be able to use much of that equipment. But regardless of whether we can use the equipment from the old car or not, the insurance company has told me that they will reimburse whatever the cost of equipment and the build is. So if it's $25,000, they'll cover the whole $25,000. So what I'm asking the board for is for approval for a new police vehicle, equipment, and vehicle build not to exceed a total of $70,000.
Do I have a motion for approval, please?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion, please. Any questions? Trustee Jamerson? Did you,
I do. I always have questions,
Well, I know, and you just kind of looked like you were, so I thought, okay, fine.
Just real quick. So what the insurance company given us is about half of the value of the new vehicle. Where is this in the cycle to be replaced? Is it halfway
Good job.
down?
So we bought it in 2023. We probably would have gotten a new car in 2027.
Okay, so about halfway through it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thanks for calling.
Trustee Smith, please.
Yeah, so if I understand this, the car costs 54, insurance company's gonna pay 28 or 5, some number like that.
Yeah.
So to Trustee Jamison's point, half the car is covered, and the equipment transfer for the new equipment is then also covered by insurance. So the net to the village is 25,000. Why that?
Yes. Yes, which we're really not losing anything because, they're paying us what the car is worth to this point, and we won't have to replace it for another 4 years. So.
One last question. Oh, sorry. So I'll just be loud if you can believe that. No.
Project.
10 square. Yeah. The last question was, will there be consideration for a hybrid or other fuel efficient, environmentally conscious car? I know you and I have talked about this before, but I'd like to restate the desire to do something that is better for the environment.
Absolutely. And I've explained to you why we won't currently look at electric cars. But the first thing that we did check was to see if there are any hybrids available, and there aren't. They're just not making very many now. I'm not sure why. But, we had an order for, not the last car we bought, but for the car before that, and the order was canceled a year later, and then we had to scramble to get another car. But there's none sitting on a lot, and to order a car today would take months. And generally, we don't have a problem ordering a car because we have the old car to use until the new car comes, but we don't have the old car to use. That's why I asked for the meeting tonight so we could grab one while they're still available.
Sure, I understand that, and that sounds fine. I just want to restate our
And-
desire.
And I think we may be looking at a car in our budget for 2026. I'm working on that now, and if so, I will certainly explore that option.
Great, thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments?
I do have one more question. And the reason you're asking for 70 is because we're not going to get reimbursed from the insurance company until after you have to buy the car?
We're going to get reimbursed by the insurance company now.
Why would you be?
Because they're not paying for the new car, they're paying for the wreck. So I'm going to sign the title over to them, and they're going to take the wrecked car and give us a check for it.
Got it, okay.
What we won't get reimbursed for is the $25,000 not to exceed for the equipment, not yet, for the equipment and the bill, to pay for the bill. When I submit the receipts, that we paid for that, then we'll get reimbursed for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments at this point? Okay, may I have a roll call, please?
Trustee Smith,
Aye.
trustee Jamerson,
Aye.
trustee Smith,
Aye.
and trustee Rubino. Aye. Motion passes.
May I have a motion for adjournment of the emergency meeting, please?
So
Second.
What says it's on? There's no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you. Okay, we have a little break here before we start our regularly scheduled meeting.
Excellent.
What's with does that work now?
Evidently, yes.